Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's Crapsy code is G5U7P7. If you're playing along, make sure you enter in and get into the game. This is episode number 75 of the Level Up program, and it's been quite a journey so far. We're going to continue on with the blue belt. But before we continue on, let's go through our statistics up through this point on the blue belt level. Now we have documented 3,536 rolls. And if you look on the chart on the left side, good morning, Chris. If you look on the chart on the left-hand side, everything looks kind of average. Our sevens to roll ratio is at 6.07, which is expected as 6. So that's pretty average. Our box number to sevens ratio is 4.05, which is average or expected. But we have almost a 1% overage on the both dice on axis, and we have got about average or what is expected for the both dice off axis, but our one dice off axis is 1% under what it should be. But the difference in our throwing, and this is where we've been talking about the groupings and all that type of stuff, is in that chart on the right-hand side there. So if you look at all the numbers, and a lot of the numbers on there show some significant differences. So we've been throwing a lot more twos than what are expected, but our threes are way lower, ace deuces. Our fours are definitely a lot higher. Fives and sixes are about what is expected. Sevens are just a little under expected. Our eights are really deficient. Our nines are really strong. And then our tens are deficient as well. So that's where the difference in the dice shooting comes from, is that chart on the right-hand side, showing you what we're doing good and what we're not doing good with. And we can take that information now, everyone, and we can actually use that to place bets on a table. Good morning, Navaldo. We can actually use that information to place the bets and make better bets on a table. So rather than betting across, you could start picking some of your stronger numbers and place some more money on those numbers. Morning, Randall. So a couple of suggestions that were given to me yesterday regarding Crapsy, and I'm using a pad here, guys, so it's really hard to do that. I think some of the suggestions that you guys are giving me are actually on the computer. One of the things that Randy told me is that I can decrease my bets on that don't pass. So I can go from 100 down to 25. And he said there's a little thing on the bottom here, and it says increase right now. So I'm wondering if I put a bet up there, if that shows a decrease later on. We'll see how that goes. And then Chris said I could do something with the canceling of the all bets set. So we can check into all that stuff as we get going here, guys. But let's get started. Let's make sure that the KPI roll tracker is engaged. And yesterday, there was a question asked to me by Navaldo about the RQS. If you guys look at the gray box on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says RQS. And I got a hold of Troy from Point 7 Out, who's the one who designed the KPI roll tracker. And he didn't have an answer for me. And the reason his answer is because this version of KPI that I have right now is when he first put this out. And it's an Android, Navaldo. But when he first put this out, and he was trying to come up with words for that score, and he had something. He said it had to do something with roles, quality, and something else. So I'm going to probably update the KPI tracker hopefully this weekend sometime. And he has an actual new term that he uses. And it's like RQ or something like that. And it's basically saying roll quality. So that's what he's kind of going with, I think. And I think that's what he's going to stay with as a roll quality indicator. So we'll see what it turns out to be once he gets everything finalized. So roll quality score, that's very possible. Again, I asked him what it was, and he really didn't have a final answer on it because I think it's still in the development stages right now for him. So here we go. First roll for the day, guys. And let's put our bets in. I got to do that first. So we're gonna go pass line today because the don't pass killed us. We're gonna go with a $15 pass line bet and a $3 crap check. And all bets set. And we're starting off today with $520 left in our bankroll. So we're going to see if we can build that back up. We're going to go with a little bit more careful betting today. Still a similar pattern to what we were doing, though. And we have a 3-5-8 for our come out roll. So 3-5-8. 8 will be our first point. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go with still with our $100 on the outside. So we're going to go with the $25 by 4 by 10, place 9, and place 5. So that's $100 on the outside. And we're going to take one hit with that. Then we'll add $18 on a 6 and 8 after we get that first hit. All bet set. Good morning, all as well. Again, we're working on our grip this week. And 527. So we have a 0.7 out. Double pitch. And the reason I think that was is that it went just a touch too long. So he went just outside that box that I have on the screen there. And that box just gives us a general idea of where I want the dice to land. And that's something that we are actually going to work on. We're going to really concentrate on next week. Again, we're going to go with a $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check. And we have a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. That was a 1-4. I don't know how that's flipped around twice there, but it was a 1-4-5 will be our new point. Again, we're going to go with that $100 on the outside. In fact, we're going to go 25 on a 4, 25 on a 10. We'll go 25 on a 9. We're going to put $15 in odds on the pass line. I only watched a few videos last night. And we'll go through the couple that I watched in a little bit here. And we have a 5-3-8. 8 came easy. That does nothing for our betting here because we need to hit the outside numbers in order to get paid for us. But that was a good hit. Both dice are on axis with a single pitch. Okay, all bets set. And we have a 426. That is our point. That is not our point, but that is another inside number hit. Again, we do not get paid off of that yet because we're on the outside numbers. So the first video we're going to talk about is Christine had another one of his, I believe it was the last one of the first round of his March Madness tournament. And that was with Justice Jen. And she is just a ray of sunshine, just a positive influence to the craps community. She is a huge supporter of the majority of us. And she is a dark or hybrid, I would say dark side player. And we have another 426. So 6 and 8s are hitting today. Almost makes me want to move my bets to the inside, but I know that's not my normal bet or my normal rolls. 6s are actually more popular than the 8s. If you go back to the beginning here, I did all the stats. Good morning, Jeff. So Justice Jen went up against Greg for 5 his don't pass play. You have to check out the video to see who won and who's moving on. But the winner actually moved on and is going to be playing against Nemo in the next round. Jeff went live twice last night that I know of. And that was a terrible roll. And we have another 8, 358. Terrible roll because it ended up in that mixing bowl. That is a single pitch. And we are not on the 6 or 8 with our bets right now. And we have not gotten paid once yet. If I was in the casino, I would probably be switching around my bets a little bit and probably picking up that 6 and 8 if we continue to hit it here. So Jeff went live. He did his last show last night for the month of March, his D8 table. And he also did a giveaway show last night too. And I did not get to see either one of them. I did see them posted or listed. So make sure you check that out. Jeff has been doing a lot of work with Crapsy. And he's also been giving back a lot to the craps community in the form of prizes and gear and all that stuff. 415 horse and buggy. So that is our point. So we'll be doing another come out here. And that's going to allow us now to go to a $23 place bet, our pass line bet. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. And then we're going to pick up that 6 and 8 for 18 a piece. And all we need is one box number hit now. We need to turn our bets off. Okay, all our bets are off except for the pass line and the craps check. But we need one box hit once we get a point set. Then we'll be able to go to 96 across, not including the point. And we hit that darn mixing bowl again. And the result is a 527. So that is a come out 7. So that's a pass line winner. And we need to stay out of that mixing bowl. So that's going to allow us to go up to $37, which is our last pressure on the pass line bet. And we're going to go with a $5 craps check. Morning, Bam. So for all of you guys who are just joining in, a couple of announcements. In the beginning of the live stream, I went through and I have my statistics for my first 3,500 rolls for the blue belt. Those of you guys joining in also that did not see the little yellow square down here, that is my approximate landing zone that I'm trying to land the dice in. Whether they're getting there or not, that's to be determined by the roll. This week we are focusing big time on our grip. And next week we're going to be continuing with the grip, but we're going to start focusing on that landing zone so we can start honing it in, because I'm getting a little sloppy at times. And we have a 3-5-8. So our new point is going to be an 8. And now our bets are going to be turned back on. We're going to take that 8. We're going to move that over to a $25 5. And we're going to put, we're going to keep the pass line of no odds at the current moment. So we're looking for one box hit here, and then we're going to be able to pull everything down to 96 across. And we have a 4-5-9. Perfect. So this could be a payout, for a winner for us. And that's going to allow us to pull all those bets down, like I said, and we'll go to 96 across. And now what we're going to do is our next goal is to get pressed up, and we're going to do sister pressing until we get to 160 across, not including a point. So that would be actually 130 across, because we're not placing that point at all. So this is where we're going to, every hit will be a sister press from here now. And we have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That does nothing for our bets. That is one die off access, and the other one is on access. Other videos that I watched last night was none other than Alfredo, Texas Crap Shooters. And he did 3 live streams last night. One was intentional, and the second one was not intentional. He was actually doing a recording and actually hit the live button instead. And then the third one was a live recording that he intended to do, and he also recorded it. Went into the mixing bowl again, and we have a 3-5-8. Easy 8. And he went through and he was explaining a betting process that he does. That is our point, by the way. So we hit our point again, and that's going to allow us to bring our pass line back to that $15 level. So we did the press 3 times already. So we're on our 4th pass line bet for this shooter. And he did his betting style. It's called the Texas two-step. So make sure you checked it out. He goes through and he talks about starting off with a 6 and 8 bet and how you can actually progress that up to an extreme measure. And then he went later on and went into the 5 and 9 on how you could do that. And he called it the Texas two-step. And I guess it's very similar to what Craps Hawaii does. Mel at Craps Hawaii and G Money and all those guys do a similar betting style to this. So check it out. It's interesting. I'm not getting the dice on the edge like I want to. That's actually splitting apart. There we go. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Big, that was a ballerina, not a Big Joe. That's a ballerina. Big Joe is definitely not a ballerina. So our new point is 4. And that's going to allow us to take that $15 that we have in the 4 and pull that over to the 8, and we'll throw a $3 cap on it. So we're now at $18 on that. So we're looking for hits now so we can start pressing it up, sister pressing it up to get to that 160 across level. We got all bets set. Make sure you guys go on to Coffee and Craps today. They're going to be voting for the Hard Hat Award winner. And I know 3 of the nominees are going to be Chris from Dice Degen, myself, and Vince Armenti. And I'm not sure who the 4th one is going to be. 369, Centerfield 9. So he'll be announcing that. And I think if you actually vote on the Coffee and Craps show, all the votes on that show count as a triple point value. So it counts triple. And then you can go on to his Discord a little bit later. We're going to go to a $25 9 and a $25 5. And then you can go on to Discord and vote, and that counts as single votes. So make sure you checked it out. Make sure you get on vote. My vote is going to be for Chris Dice Degen. He has done an amazing amount of work this month and the last month on filming all these March Madness videos. And we got a double pitch, 4-3-7. And that one veered off to the left, which that is not a normal thing for me. I've been having problems with it going into mixing bowl. So we're not having a good start here today. We're down about $80 to $90 right now. So $15 pass line, $3 crap check. And we have a 5-4-5-4 hardway set for a come out. And that was a 14 rower. So that was not the worst rolls. We only scored 39 points on the quality indicator. I'm gonna check one thing really quick here, guys. Oh, that's awesome. I can do place your bets. Okay, I saw that now, Chris, what you're talking about. We're going to go with a 4-2-4 on the ATS. And the reason is I have a good feeling about this. We bet the ATS the other day a little bit, and we didn't get it to hit. We came close, but we're going to hit it today because it's been a while since we've hit this smaller tall. So we're going to hit that today. And we have a 4-1-5. So our new point will be 5. And let's see if we can hit tall or small or at all. Okay, and that's going to allow us to go with a $25 buy 4 and 25 buy 10, a 25 place 9, and we're going to go $15 in pass line odds. Morning born to roll. And that one felt good. Here we got a 1, 3, 4. Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So that was nice. By the way, guys, if you're liking these videos, make sure you give me that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be able to pick up that 6 and 8 now for 18 apiece. And we got all bets set. CRC is in the house. Good morning. And Puppy Paws, 5-5 hard 10. That is something that we have not thrown a lot of, but this week we've been throwing a ton of them. So something's going on that we're actually doing that. And that's a primary hit, by the way, with the dice set that we are using. So that's going to allow us now to come down to 96 across, not including the point. And our next goal again is to get the 160 across. Now we're going to do that by sister pressing. So if we hit a number, we're going to sister press it up. And then we're just going to keep on pressing the numbers as we hit them. And I'll explain it as we go. And we're going to be a little bit more conservative as we're doing this today, once we get to that 160 cross level. And the dice kind of landed on top of each other. We have magic aces. So all we need to do is pick up that 3 and that 6, and then we will get that small. Like I said, guys, we're going to hit that today. I know we are. Flamingo Deb. I have not seen her name for a long time. Who is Flamingo Deb on? Are they in the chat right now? Because I know that she's be around all the time in the chat. And I haven't seen her, like I said, for a long time. We got all bets set. There we go. And that left die hit and rolled. We have 617. Ouch. Both dice off axis. That left die, I don't know what happened to it. It hit the wall and it just like took off all of a sudden. That's not a normal result. Deb is your wife. I didn't know that, CRC. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I saw her. She used to be in the community big time for a while back, and I saw her all the time, and I haven't seen her for a while. So that is very interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, we got a $15 pass line bet, $3 crap check, 424 on the ATS. And we got all bets set. You watch together, okay. Good morning, Craig. Happy Friday, fellow, back at ya. And come out 7, 257. And I'm not hitting that squared on her too successfully today. So we gotta try to straighten that out a little bit. That's a pass line winner. So that's gonna let us go to $23 on the pass line. We're gonna go with a $4 crap check. And we're gonna go back up on that ATS. Because I tell you, I am going to hit that today. Positive thinking. This table has ears. And it does listen. I know it does. Okay. All bet set. And we have a 358. New point is 8. Been hitting a lot of 8s today. And that is, if you go back to the beginning, that's one of the numbers that was actually very deficient in my statistics. So it's kind of unusual that we're hitting that. We're going to go with that $100 on the outside. We're buying the 4 and 10 for a quarter. We're placing the 5 and 9 for a quarter. We're going to try to get one hit here, and then we'll pick up the 6 and 8. All bet set. And we have a 314. Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Perfect. And I just changed something around 2 throws ago, and that was my posture. I was finding that I was actually starting to slump a little bit, and that might have been why I'm pulling off into the mixing bowl there. So we're gonna go with we're gonna put $18 on that 6. The 8 is covered because of the pass line. So we got that all set up now. I just had a small split in there, so we go regrip them. And 527. Just not getting any traction today. None whatsoever. And we are way down on our bankroll here. So we are going to go with, we got enough to do one more round here. I'm going to do the back to that $100 don't pass that we're doing yesterday. The one that killed us. See if that'll work today for us, because our rolls are shorter. Nothing of substance except for that second roll today. All bet set. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. That's a good number to be on for that don't pass for a lot of people. But for me, that is one of my stronger numbers. So that is a bad number for me to be on, because that is a number that I hit consistently. Okay, we're going to go with $25 place 5, place 9, buy 10. And let's do this one. So let's pick up that 6 and 8 right away for 18 apiece. So that we have most of the money on the table covered by that don't pass bet. And I'll bet set. And we have a 358. So I'm glad I went up on that 8. And what we're going to do with that now is let's press that 8 to $24. I'm just going to do a variety of different things here. And we're going to drop that 10 down to $15. as a place bet. So we're staying more on the inside numbers today for some reason. Okay, I'll bet set. And we have 415 horse and buggy. And we're going to bring that 5 up to $30 and the 9 up to $30. And I should have brought the last time the 8 up to 24 as well. So we have everything pressed up except for that 10. And we're going to take probably 1 or 2 more hits, and then we're going to probably drop that don't pass down. I don't know if I can do that with the craps here, the way it's set up here. And a 426, perfect. Okay, easy 6. We got about 25 minutes left of shooting. And we're going to go up to $30 on the 6 and 8 now. So we have 30 across the board except for the 10. So everything's at $30 level. All bet set. Morning, OMC. And 538, perfect. So we are really going strong on those 6 and 8s today, really strong. And that's going to allow us to go up to $36 on the 6 and on the 8. So we're slowly pressing those up. I'll bet set. Dice are going just a little bit off of line. There we go. That's better. That was in the mixing bowl. Another 8, 628. So that's starting to be a pocket number now. Yesterday we had 5 10s in a row. And we have 3 8s here are the last 5 rolls. And we're going to bring the 6 and 8 up to $42 now. Okay. So starting to get that number up a little bit. All bet set. Good morning, SJ. Randy, you're saying about the decrease on the 25. I can't find it on this board here. I have to look closer at it. Oh my God, that was terrible, terrible, terrible. Hit the mixing bowl. They landed one on top of the other, and we got a 6-1-7. Both dice off axis. Terrible throw, terrible result. And that'll clear off our bets. And we actually made a little bit of money off of that. Well, no, we went yeah, we made just about $10, $10 or $15 off of that roll. Okay, that was 7 rolls. We're having shorter rolls. We'll stay on that don't pass again. And actually, I'm going to do something different. We did this yesterday a little bit at the end. Let's do the horseman for $75 horseman. So we're going to have $75 on a don't pass. And this is a strategy that helps keep you around a little bit longer, hopefully. All bets set. And we have a 6-6 hard 12 midnight boxcars, whatever you want to use. I like saying hard 12, even though there is no such thing. But that is a come out, so we're still looking for a point here. That's a push on my don't pass. But it is a nice number if you're playing at ATS. And I look underneath the any craps by mine right now, it has increase, not decrease. Wow, I don't know what happened there. That one die popped up straight in the air. That was the right die. We have a 2, 4, 6. So our point is 6. That one was weird. That has not really happened much for me. A lot of firsts today. So we're gonna go $75 comeback. Yeah, under my any craps, Randy, it says increase bets, not decrease bets. I betcha. Ah, there it is. I hit the increase bets button and it goes to decrease. Okay, I see exactly what you're talking about now. So that's good to know. Now I know how to do that. Appreciate all the help that everybody is giving me on Crapsy. And we have a 1, 2, 3 Alfredo sauce, ace deuce. And that is not good for my bet because I'm on that come bet, and that is a loser on that. Just can't build any traction here today. I'm going to go back up on that come bet again. And we got all bets set. I'm contemplating going to the casino tomorrow night. Darn it, guys. Ace deuce again. So I am losing my money today. Maybe that's not a good sign for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm contemplating going in tomorrow. I was reading Chris's comment, and I was unsure what it was about, but he's actually conversing with Craig from Old Big Craps. And this is our last comeback coming through. So hopefully we get something to pay out here. And that we do. Not a good number here. We have a double pitch. And this is just not our day for throwing today. But that is a payout for me. And that is one of the nice things about the Horseman is that you have 4 chances at making some money after that. So we're going to stick with that for now. And this will probably be our last shooter for the day. We've had very poor quality rolls, in my opinion, today. I don't know what's going on, but again, we do have those days. And that's what this journey is all about, transparency and showing you guys that we have ups and downs. Especially when you throw it in a mixing bowl like that, you definitely have the downs. 145, horse and buggy. So our new point is 5. And let's make this a good roll here, guys. Okay, we're going to go $75 in that come bet. All bet set. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Ballerina. We've hit a few of those today. So let's see if we can hit it again, because that's where our combat traveled to. Not the best number for a combat. But yesterday we hit the 10, like I said, 5 times in a row, and we had combats on that, and that paid out twice on the combats, I believe. So we got lucky and we got in a pocket of numbers. So let's see if we can stay in this pocket here. So we get some payouts. All bet set. I kind of pulled that one a little bit. We have a 639. So I know what I was going to mention. We had another one shooter go for the shooting competition last night. So we're down to 1 shooter now. Lightning shooter last night, Pops shot, and he did not do well. He did not make the top 8. So we have Mudslide Mac as the last shooter coming up. Thank you, CRC, for the vote of confidence there. I think you could vote on John's Coffee and Crap show today, and then I think in Discord is where you can also vote. The votes on his Coffee and Crap today, I think, count triple, and I can tell you who's going to win the votes on the Coffee and Craps for sure, and it is not me. It is that Degen kid. But we'll see. Chris very much deserves it, though. 5-5 hard 10. And I think I forgot to make a bet on that last one. I'm too worried about reading the chats, and I did forget to make that bet. So we got one more comeback coming through. So with $75, that'll be our last comeback. And then the Discord, I believe, is where you can do the rest of the voting, and they all count as single votes on the Discord. So I'll bet that. Dice landed and kissed. We got a ace deuce Alfredo sauce again. That'll take care of that last comeback for us. That was a loser for us. Vote early and vote often. I think on Discord you can only vote once. It'll only count 1 vote. I could be wrong on that, but I think only once. And I think John is going to pick through the votes on the chat on his Coffee and Crafts, and I'm sure you only count those once as well. But definitely get out and vote, guys, because everybody that's on the list deserves it, puts in the hard work. I know that it'd be nice if I won, but I really don't care either way. We have 2-4-6. So this is turning out to be a little bit better of a roll. We're still not getting a lot of payouts for our bets, though. Our rolls have been nothing but average or subpar today. And that is the one thing here, guys, that I really can't wait. Another ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Now, one thing I can't wait for, guys, is to move on to the next belt level here, because we're using a 5-4-5-4 hardware set all the way through, and there's a lot of changes that I would like to make to my dice, to the sets and all that stuff, and how I'm throwing it, and trying to adjust for the different results that we're getting. And we're not able to do that until we get through. And I originally had said that we're doing 5,000 throws on the blue belt level, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. But I'm considering calling it at 4,000. Because the results, and there we go, we have the 347. The results that we're getting here have been pretty consistent across the board, plus or minus a little bit here and there. So I think we have, pretty significant data set already set up in that. But that's going to be our last shooter there. Looking at our numbers for today, again, nothing to write home about. But we had one 14 rower. The rest of them were average or below. Box numbers are low today. Inside numbers are just about expected. 4s and 10s are a tiny bit low. Come out 7s are a little bit low. Horns are low. Field low. Hardways are expected, and we're on a dark side play today. So pretty average across the board. Again, remember the average roll, guys, is 7 rolls. And we hit that 7, 8, 14. So we have 3 of them that are average or better. And the rest of them were not. So the other 5 were not so good. But again, like I said, that's reality there, guys. We're not going to have 20 and 25 rolls all the time like I would like to have. But that's just the way that it goes. But anyhow, hey guys, John will be starting his daily paycheck in about 15 minutes. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. If I have time, I'll go live this weekend. Otherwise, I will see you all on Monday. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Please make it yours as well. Have a great weekend.